Morning, students. Welcome to the science class. So let's start our lesson. And as usual, before we start, let's check our homework. So workbook page 6, we had a few questions. Write the name of the main nutrient in each of these foods. So the first one is fish. So what is the nutrient present over there? Yes, it is protein. The second one is bread. So what is present in bread? Yes, carbohydrate, because bread is made from wheat. Now the third one is olive oil. Olive oil is, yes, it contains fat. Number two, mark each of these statements as true or false. You can put a tick or a cross mark. First one says, rice is a good source of protein. Is it true or false? It is false because rice is a good source of carbohydrate. Now, milk contains carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Is it true or false? It is true. Why? Because milk has all the things, right? Now, humans are adapted to survive by eating only one type of food. Can we live with only one type of food? No. So, this is false. We need to eat a variety of food so that we get the different nutrients, right? Now, food that contain fat turns an iodine solution black. Read the sentence carefully. Foods which contain fat. Does fat turn iodine solution black? No, so this is also false. It's only the food which contains starch which turns the iodine solution black, not which contains fat. Which contains fat, what will happen? It will change the paper into oily, right? That's what we saw. Now the next question, they are showing you here the results of food test. In the first one they have ABC, in the second test also they have ABC. Now, in letter A, they are asking you which food or foods contain starch. So, in the first one, look at the first part of the picture. You have three test tubes. Which one contains starch? Yes, A and C, because it has turned into black, right? Now, look at the next test where the food is rubbed on the filter paper and washed. Which one contains fat? Yes, A and B, because it looks oily. C is plain, nothing on C. So the last one, they've asked you to think of the foods you have eaten in the past 24 hours and what nutrients does these foods contain. Write the name of the food you have eaten for each type of the food. So a food from plant. I've written here cucumber. You can write any food which you have eaten from the plant. A food from animal. I've written chicken. A protein rich food. I can write chicken again because chicken is rich in protein. A carbohydrate rich food. I've written rice. A fatty food. I wrote butter. A mineral rich food. I wrote eggs. It can be fruits and vegetables also because eggs have minerals and vitamins. So I've written eggs for both of these. And a food that contains fiber, apple. You can write other foods which contain what you have eaten. I've just written examples over here. Now we can move on to our lesson. And before that, let's review what are the five food groups. Do you remember? Because our lesson today is related to the food groups. Yes, what were they? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. But we also need fiber, right? Now, what are carbohydrates? We already told these are the food which gives us energy, right? Like bread, pasta, rice, potato, wheat. All these are examples of food which gives you energy. Next one is proteins. Like you can see in the picture, you can have eggs, fish, meat, cheese, milk, and these help you to grow and for repair, right? Cell repair and replacement. Next one, fats. Again, you can see already butter, oil, margarine. You can also see mayonnaise and avocado and coconut milk and so many other things. These are needed for energy to keep you warm, and we told you to build some body parts. Now, vitamins, especially in fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits, vegetables. And they are also found in egg yolk. That's why when we wrote in the workbook, I wrote egg when I wrote for vitamins and minerals. In cheese and milk also you find vitamins and minerals, and in fish also you have some vitamins. So vitamins are needed to help the body work and help in concentration. Minerals again, you have in fresh fruit, vegetables, cheese and milk, nuts, in whole grain, in whole wheat. Minerals are needed to help the body work and help in distributing so many things. We need minerals in small amount. We told to build the bones, calcium for the blood, iron. We talked about this already. And fiber is found in fruits, vegetables, whole grain cereals, wholemeal bread, in beans, and brown rice. It needs for digestion. I told you that to move the food along through our body. Now, water is something which we did not mention before, but it's also important. We all know that, right? Water is also important. Now, which food from this do you think I should choose for lunch? Should I choose the first one, the second one, or the third one? Okay, I'm sure you're going to say the third one because it's salads, but actually, I cannot choose any one of these. I have to choose a mixture. Okay, in the middle one, it was good. I had all things, but here you can see it's more of junk food. It's more of fats over here and carbohydrates. So we cannot use the middle one. The left one has only proteins, and the right one has fiber, vitamins, and minerals, but you don't have carbs or proteins. So we need to mix them. It should contain all the food groups. The meal you choose should contain all. That's why the three which is mentioned before I cannot choose. So I can choose any one of the ones I have shown here because there is fruits, grains, proteins, vegetables, even there is milk. You can see in each of these pasta, vegetables, fruits, fish, and milk. So it has everything over there in the top one. In the down one here, you can see it's written. You can see all kind of food is mixed here. So every meal you should have variety of foods which contain from all the food groups. So this leads us to our lesson, which is balanced diet. We should have a balanced diet, not only eat one food group too much and the other food group less. We should have balanced. Today we are going to learn what is meant by balanced diet, how you can plan a menu which has a balanced diet, and to describe the importance of water. So what is balanced diet? It is a mixture of different food types and it should be in the correct quantity. You have to mix different food and it should be in correct quantity, not eat too much carbohydrates and very little vitamins. No, it should be in the correct quantity as our body requires. So balanced diet is a mixture of different food types in the correct quantity. You can see here, there should be fruits and vegetables, there should be bread, rice, potatoes, pasta because you need carbohydrates. You need meat, fish, egg, beans for proteins, a little bit in high in fat or sugar, but it should be very little. And milk and dairy products because it has so many vitamins, minerals, and also in fruits and vegetables you have vitamins. So here you can see all kind of foods are there. There is carbohydrates, there is vitamins, there is minerals, there is proteins, fats, fiber. All are included here. So you can see a food pyramid over here, and it shows you how you should eat. Okay, the carbohydrates which you need for energy, you can take like uh, in a more amount, and then you have to eat more of vitamins. Sorry, vegetables, which is vitamins, minerals, and fiber. You can add fruits also over there, and then you have to eat protein and the fats, oils, and sweets. It should be very less. So eating these food in the right proportion is important for our health. This is known as eating a balanced diet. Do you understand? So when you take a plate, when you fill it, try to fill I'll show you the picture. Now, in wealthy countries, food-related health problems are usually caused by eating too much because they are wealthy, they are rich, they have money to eat, to buy too much food. And the health problems are because they eat too much food or they eat the wrong kinds of food. Like you say, you keep on ordering outside. Today I like to eat donuts, early morning chocolates. So you're eating the wrong kind of foods. And also by lack of exercise. People are not doing much of exercise. They're staying at home, sitting, watching TV, playing on the or watching the gadgets. Because of these, they have no exercise. So these are the three reasons why the people in wealthy countries are becoming sick or have health related problems by eating too much, by eating the wrong kind of food, and lack of exercise. In developing countries, they are still developing, they are not that rich. People do not have enough to eat. So they are sick because of that, because they don't have the required nutrients in their body. And if the nutrients are not there, we will fall sick, right? Now, when we talk about water, our body needs water. We can survive for many days without food, but without water, you can die in just a few days. If you drink water and not enough food, still you can survive because the fat stored in our body will be it will be used during this time. But if you don't drink water, you will die very soon. To stay healthy, the level of water in our bodies must stay the same. We have to balance the amount of water that passes out with the amount you take in. So how much water you are losing, that much water you have to drink so that we can have a balance. If we do not have water, I mean enough water in our body, we become dehydrated. Some people will feel tired, they will faint, they will fall down if you don't have enough water in your body. So make sure that you all drink enough water. This is an example of an adult. A water intake is 2,600 milliliter or like more than 2.5 liters. How much water is lost in the body? Urine 1500. So, a lot of water is lost when you go to toilet and pass urine because urine contains so many other waste materials also from our body, so many things. So, for that waste to be removed, there needs to be water. If there is no water, it will become more. So, you need to drink a lot of water for that. And sweat. When you're sweating, you're losing water. Breathing out. When you're breathing out, you're breathing on carbon dioxide, but along with it, some of the water, it goes out, right? So total 2,600. So there is a balance over here. As much as you're drinking water, the water is going out. But if a person drinks less water and more water goes out, he will be dehydrated, right? So you should always have a balance. Now I would like you to open your pupil's book, page 19. Let's do the question mentioned over there. What you have learned. A blank provides the correct mixture of nutrients to keep the body in health. What's the correct mixture of nutrients? Yes, it is balanced diet. You can write number one on here, the balanced diet. We should eat from each of the five nutrients every day. Fresh fruit and vegetables are an important part of balanced diet. Why? Because it contains vitamin, minerals, and fiber. So if you eat fruits and vegetables, you get three things already. Now you have to take, even water comes in part of some of the fruits, right? Now you have to take care of only carbohydrates and proteins. If you do not replace water lost through urination, sweating, and other routes, they become what? Dehydrated, right? Now you can open your notebooks. Let's answer the questions of check your progress. Don't forget to write your date and the topic, lesson 3, balanced diet. Now, question 1 says, explain what is meant by a balanced diet. What is a balanced diet? Yes, it is a mixture of different food types in the correct quantity. Number 2, give an example of meal that contain all 5 nutrients. We are not doing it now. We are going to number 3 because number 2 I'll give you as homework, okay? Explain why the adult body needs to take 2.6 waters in each day. Why they need that much water? Because it's need for the health and bodily functions, right? For our health, we need water. We need water to survive. If the body functions are not proper, we are not going to survive. We will die. So that's it. Now, can you open your workbook, please? Page 7. We will do two questions over here, and the remaining you can do as homework. Okay? So the first question is unscramble the words to make sentences that describe a balanced diet. What do we have here? Yes, W is capital. So we, okay, must eat. Yes, we must eat a mixture of different foods to stay healthy. Healthy is the last word because it has full stop, so you know already. Now, next one, yes, A capital. So A is the first one. Diet balance. So it should be a balanced diet. Okay. Contains. Yes, and the remaining things you can write. And some fat is the last because it has full stop fat, right? So a balanced diet contains protein, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, and some fat. It's very easy, right? Okay, now let's move on to the second question. Here they've shown you a meal. You need to label the foods to show which nutrient it provides. The chicken has given for you as an example. They put an arrow and wrote protein and some fat. Now let's label the other things. The first one you can see it is the bread. So what does it contain? Yes, it contains carbohydrates. The second one, it's like fruits or vegetables. So what does it contain? It contains vitamins and minerals. Okay, the thing in the glass, I think it's milk, not water. Okay, because I think it's milk. So because usually milk is used in as one of the nutrient because milk provides you all fat, protein, vitamins, minerals. So milk is or leban, milk or leban, you can drink. Now here in the plate you can see rice, which is having carbohydrates, yes. Down you have beans, which gives you vitamins and minerals. And also you see something near the chicken, it's potatoes actually. So potatoes give you, yes, carbohydrates. Now you can do the question 3 and question 4. So homework question 3 on page 7, they have asked you for the importance of water. And in page 8, they've given you a table and you have to answer those questions. And also, like I told you before, the question 2 of check your progress to make a meal. I told you it's a homework. So you can use this diagram, okay, in your, you can draw this in your notebook and yes, draw the meal. Okay, draw one of your meal here. In the dairy, it can be, it doesn't need to be milk. It can be yogurt, lemon, anything related to it. So please draw a plate like this, and please draw something which you're eating. So it's a healthy meal. And I have final thing, if you can also crack the secret code. The code for each alphabet they have given you a fruit, a vegetable, or a kind of food. Use these and fill the blanks. Okay. So for you to see it clearly, I have made it a little bit big. So I know it's not clear enough, but I think it's better than the previous one because I've enlarged the picture. So you can try and do this. We will check the answers next day. You have 6 questions. Thank you. That was the end of the lesson. I hope you understood and enjoyed the lesson. See you in class.